Christopher Branlin, your very odd carnivore lawyer and political candidate, and I'm actually proud to be odd because the average attorney and average political candidate is the opposite of health. I don't like most attorneys, I don't like most political candidates because they're a disgrace when it comes to public health. In fact, I make it clear that most attorneys cannot even see their own dick. So that's a huge problem. We want to have some healthy, strong men and women coming forward. So I encourage physical activity in the office. And I actually am going to do a new demonstration. I did a demonstration like a month or two ago with this vibration plate. This is from Vibra Tec from my friend Cody Wood. I was so pleased when using it in the Hack Your Health conference back in November in Tampa, Florida. So if you guys remember, I was doing some tricks on them, and I was doing them in a full suit because I'm very odd, and I'm a former, fitness trainer and competitor. So I always encourage physical activity, especially if you have a desk job. If you have a desk job, you're going to be sitting in the chair all day, very sedentary. Your hips are going to get tight. You're going to get very lazy. So anyways, this is what I always encourage. So what I am going to do is I want to get everybody that works in an office or any kind of office setting to do more physical activity because you're going to develop a very, very, very bad condition. And I remember it stands for LBS. That's little bitch syndrome. And a lot of people have it, especially if you're a vegan, especially if you're a Democrat. So I encourage physical activity. So when you do a workout on these vibration plates, it makes it more unstable. So that instability makes your muscles work harder. Same thing with your squatting or doing push-ups, okay? So I already did a couple demonstrations, but what I'm gonna do today, let's see, I think I did push-ups, I did handstands, and I did handstand push-ups. I did headstands, sorry. So what I'm gonna do is, one thing that most people cannot do is they cannot do a single arm handstand just on the floor. I'm gonna see, man, I haven't really worked out too much this week too. I'm gonna see if I can actually do that on the vibration plate. So let's check this out. So, anyways, now look at when you're doing a single arm handstand. First of all, you got to make sure you can do a handstand first. You have to have strong shoulders. You should always warm up your shoulders. That's why if you see a pitcher before they go on the pitcher mount, they do some external rotations to warm up that rotator cuff. So if you do external rotation right here, it kind of warms up that. You're basically you have internal and external rotators. You're going to warm up the external rotators because when you do too much stress on your internal rotators, you're actually putting too much stress on your rotator cuff. So that's why you'll see a lot of pitchers doing external rotation. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to see if I can stabilize. And whenever you do a single arm handstand, the key is to get a base because you want to balance. Because if you spread your legs, I think there's like one or two people that I've ever seen that could do like a single arm handstand without their feet on the wall. I'm going to have to do it with my feet on the wall. So sorry if I can't do it with my feet off the wall yet, but I don't know if you have a lot of other people that can do it with their feet off the wall, just go ahead, and if they want to practice law and run for Congress or any kind of political office, then I'd like to match them up. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start by doing a headstand to a handstand, and then I'm going to move my hand over to the middle part of the plate, and then I am going to see if I can balance. And if I hurt myself, oh well, I'll just try to have to heal, and luckily I do an all-meat based diet, and I do hyperbaric oxygen therapy so I can heal faster than usual. So let's try this crap out. So let's start this up. I'm going to start with a headstand, then a handstand, and then I'm going to see if I can spread my legs without knocking over my diplomas on the other side, okay? I'm going to move this back. Okay, so that is a headstand. I mean, I could actually balance on this all day long. But what I'm going to do, start. How do you fuckers like that? Easy peasy. Oh. But you know what? Usually I can do like single arm handstands pretty easy, but that was definitely throwing that instability, so it was making my shoulder work harder. And this is why I kind of like vibration therapy if you incorporate it with physical therapy, because it actually, a lot of times when you're doing, because I did corrective exercise specialist when I was a personal trainer, we had to do a lot of instability when we're trying to kind of rehab someone, because you want any kind of joints to kind of work on that stability. And this is why you'll see people on stability balls or Bosu balls, a half ball. So guys, some physical activity in the office. This is why I recommend these for a lot of different professionals, whether you're an attorney, an accountant, whether you're a real estate agent, kind of making calls all day. And especially if you're a doctor's office, because if you have your patients actually using this to incorporate some exercise, maybe they wouldn't need to pop so many damn pills because you're actually killing them when you're killing them too many pills. So guys, this is what I'm recommending. I'm going to everybody to get, not only to eat healthier. Remember, even though I'm the carnivore lawyer, I'm not expecting everybody to be on a completely zero carb carnivore based diet, okay? I would prefer to people for eat real foods, ketogenic, animal based. Meat should be a humongous and main portion on your plate. And if you are raising your kids as a vegan, okay, if you're raising your kids to be vegan, including you Democratic court reporters out in the state of Nevada, guess what? That is pure child abuse. You are going to be causing the worst malnourishment. They're not going to be developing. They're going to be developing osteoporosis. Their hormonal levels are going to get out of whack. And this is why we have so many kids who are beta males, okay? And this is why the entire, the vegan kind of groups are like beta males anyways, because they got no testosterone, they got no strength. So, guys, encourage this. Get some physical activity, especially at the desk job, okay? I'd love to see everybody get healthier from here moving forward. So, folks, eat meat, train hard, and let's make America great and healthy again.